Moving right along here, Disney College program may not be restarting anytime soon. This is something that we've spoken about at length in the past, where we were specifically talking about how Disney College program operates in Walt Disney World and Disneyland. It's a much bigger operation out in Walt Disney World, much more significant in terms of numbers. They even have housing dedicated in mass for all the thousands and thousands of cast members that they bring in from around the world to come and work as part of the Disney College program and be supportive in this atmosphere. And really, a lot of Disney College program cast members are the ones that fill the ranks of much of what you see at Walt Disney World in terms of rank and file and so many of the positions there. Disneyland to a much lesser degree, but the college program is still very much something that they have utilized over the course of the last several years. And while it's nowhere near the sheer numbers that you see out in Walt Disney World, you do definitely have those college program cast members. And now knowing that after a union call this week to current cast members went out, a union leader was saying, hey, gang, we do not expect to see Disney College program back anytime soon. And something that we had mentioned in a prior broadcast is that Disney College program, it's the internship, by the way, that you can serve if you decided to come work for Disney for a period of time, get to know how Disney operates, get to know how things work. It's a paid internship experience, a lot of great networking opportunities. You can live there on site as you work, and it's worth college credit. And then you go back to school. So it's something that is very beneficial to a lot of people that are able to take part in it. But it looks like as they had excused people as COVID-19 was just starting to become a real threat, as they excused people away from their housing at Walt Disney World and at Disneyland over the course of like a weekend, there's been very little mentioned since, especially since they closed the parks and they shut down the resorts worldwide. College programs seem to be the last thing on everybody's mind at that point. We've spoken about when we think college program might come back online, and it does appear, based on what this union leader is telling all these cast members that are coming back, that are more permanent in nature, that it doesn't seem that the college program will return anytime soon. Garrett, our Walt Disney World reporter, is somebody who has worked as part of the Disney College program in Orlando. Is this something that surprises you, or is this something that you're thinking, yeah, well, it was probably coming?
Yeah, no, I knew that was coming. Based off of what has been going on with the COVID, there's no way they could get all those international people back. Granted, some of them do live here domestically now, full time. In my apartment complex, I know that a few people that work in a few pavilions live here in the U.S., but it's not surprising. It's for one thing, while it is amazing that Epcot will be open because that is my favorite park at Walt Disney World, it is sad that the World Showcase will not have the authenticity and I don't know, just the little bits that made it so authentic. Because like when you walk into France and they say bonjour and it will talk to you as if you were in that country, it's amazing, especially when you go to Mexico and everyone's from there and they speak Spanish. You're just losing a little bit. It's sad that there won't be a college program for a while, but on the plus side, it will be coming back. They didn't say forever it's gone because they built a whole new housing complex, so it's not going anywhere. But Epcot just won't feel the same. But my heart goes out to all the cast members that were let go because it stinks when your college program ends, especially when it ends out of your control. So I feel for all the college program kids. Love you guys. But there's always another chance to come back to Disney World and work for them again. So don't give up hope if you're watching.
Yeah, on the back end of that, I think it's great to reference that they are currently looking for cultural representatives to join the Mexico Pavilion for 2021. So already underway, that restaffing effort for next year is happening. So that's great news to see that, it is coming back. But Tyler, this is something that I think we all know and love about Epcot is that, many of the people that work in these different pavilions in the countries located around the World Showcase Lagoon, they represent the countries that we visit, right? They are cultural representatives. They come from those places. And that's a big part, I think, of the magic that we all experience at Walt Disney World and Epcot specifically. Kind of a bummer, right? That, now we're just going to see maybe Florence from St. Cloud, and she might be there in Norway. I mean, it's, I'm sure she's equally as great as a cast member, but this is tough seeing the cultural representatives not going to be around anytime soon.
Yeah, it really does stink, and what really bums me out is that people are going to be missing out on like a really cool experience. In my opinion, I would love to go, to Disneyland Paris and work as a kind of an American abroad. I think that's a really cool thing to do, and so a lot of people aren't going to get that experience, for the foreseeable future. And I'm sure some people were like signed up to go and very excited, and then this happened. But the other thing I think about too is the festivals, because I like, when you eat around the world, and you get your escargot over in France, like Jared was saying, it's like they're all French people, and it is going to be kind of weird. But again, like you said, they're all equally great cast members, I'm sure. But it will be weird. And, actually now that I'm speaking about festivals, I wonder if that's going to be completely different than it's ever been. They've got to keep on doing it, right? I'm sure, but we'll see how those go as well. So
yeah, modified festivals will likely be a thing of the future, especially given the fact that it is such a cash cow every time they do those festivals, such a big, huge revenue generating thing that they do at Epcot. So yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.